Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Instead of frowning on mistakes, teachers are now increasingly encouraging students to learn through trial and error, to dare to make mistakes and learn from them. A good example is found in the way computer games are constructed. In order to keep players engaged, failures mean getting a chance to try something else. So players keep trying if they get it wrong the first time. We go to the UK and see how this approach can work in the classroom.
Steve Harris is not just an avid gamer, he's also an educational consultant. While playing Super Mario, he had a eureka moment that the theories behind video games could be used in classrooms.
I think part of it as well is the moment when you've tried and you've tried and you've tried again and you finally crack it. It's that feeling, and you literally see people do it when they go, yes, that's why you play, that's why you keep trying.
Steve Harris trains teachers and gives them some tools to deal with mistakes in class through video games. The tip to reverse mistakes on opportunities to learn is motivation.
Why is it that children don't mind failing at computer games, and yet they do feel threatened when they fail at school? And actually, computer games handle the way that they motivate children completely differently. Computer games make failure a very low risk, it's a non-threatening event when you fail in a computer game. Often computer games just put you back, just to where you were before you failed, encourage you to have another crack at it, maybe even give you an achievement or a reward for demonstrating that sort of persistence.
The difference between failure in the real world versus the virtual world is something teachers see in classrooms all the time. Kids often don't take risks because failure is public and often very embarrassing.
Seeing that failure in a game is actually quite a private thing as well. Like, it's not like the rest of the kids in the class see their failure, that it's quite personal to them. So maybe making sure that I kind of address it to that child personally and privately.
Another way that video games motivate children is by offering them the choice of levels between low, medium and hard. Another theory which can make its way into the classroom.
If you set them and if you differentiate the work and give them the work they're going to do, you're automatically limiting what they can do. Whereas if you give them the choice of what challenge they like, it gives them a chance to surprise themselves and also surprise you, I think.
And it's just about changing the culture, really, to say that we actively acknowledge that failure is part of learning. It's better to try and fail than to play it safe. And that's the sort of attitude which I think increasingly people are going to need to succeed, in education, but in the wider world as well.
The challenge for teachers is to make sure their students can feel that failure in real life doesn't mean game over.
And now we catch up with a teacher in Mexico who also believes that young people learn best by experimenting. In this classroom, it's all about art, and they are learning languages through poetry. Let's see how that works out.
In the Mexican city of Merida, there is a place where failing can be beautiful. At Habla Lab School, students learn languages not by taking tests, but through art.
Round the white necks of the public, dogs.
The traffic policemen
wear black cotton gloves.
Kurt Wooten, co-founder of Habla, is an outspoken advocate of risks and experimentation in education.
Both in sort of feeling and tone, but also concrete changes they made, okay?
In this classroom, students don't learn vocabulary and grammar lists by heart, but they engage in performances. Mistakes are never punished. They're seen as opportunities to learn.
The way we live in the world is really about trying things out, experimenting, making some mistakes along the way, and then figuring out what we can learn from the mistakes to move forward. So that's really what we want to do here. We want an education environment that reflects how we really are as human beings in the world, not some fake education environment that is about taking pop quizzes. In life, we don't have pop quizzes, ever. So I don't want you to worry about
Is it really good? Am I performing well? We're going to go back and work on it some more. Okay, so wherever you want to go.
Imperfections are tolerated, but only as a necessary step to achieve success. All students exchange ideas, point out what's wrong or what can be improved. Here, constant achievement is not demanded.
We are not born knowing. We listen to what our parents or siblings say, and we repeat it wrongly. But later we learn how to say it right. It's the same way in what we learn here. Then it's fun.
Here, these young students enhance their creativity writing haikus, an art form where there are no rules, but a world of possibilities. After trying out different combinations and discussing several drafts, they finally find the haiku that suits them best.
It doesn't need to make complete sense, right? It can be a little fuzzy.
So now it's time to write these creations into placards that will be placed all around the neighbourhood as messages to the community.
Mistakes are part of the process, that we need them. Then it becomes fun, and it's great. The students appreciate their own work. They're willing to create.
Arts experimentation is a constant at Havla, like in this stop-motion workshop, where draft after draft, mistake after mistake, these two young students develop a full movie to present to the community.
Of course, even once we've left school, we can all learn from our mistakes. And even failures which seemed catastrophic at the time can have positive lessons to teach us. We go to Italy and find out how mistakes on the football field can teach valuable life lessons.
It's Saturday afternoon in Bolzano. The Excelsior football team, bottom of their league with 0 points, is ready to face the Colle Escaro, who are 9th in the 3rd division.
I remember a mistake that keeps on burning inside me over these 12 years of my soccer career, if you could call it a career. It was a match, 3-2 to us, there were 10 minutes to go. It was the game of my life, an easy ball to stop in the middle of the area. I completely missed it. It fell to an opponent, 3-3.
Stefano's football club lost 247 matches and won only 1 in 13 years. The ball had not to be missed, but he missed it. Today he's able to smile in recalling that mistake, because he learned that the value of one match is not the final result, but the way you have reached it.
No need to be bad guys, make ourselves respected.
In the fierce football environment in which winning is a must, this team goes against the flow and has become a media phenomenon. Champion of defeats on the field, Excelsior rewards the willingness and the commitment of every player. Players are not selected according to their skills. Everyone has the right to play, whether he is good or not. That's why it's difficult to win, but the Excelsior team is a champion of fair play.
The important thing is to be able to respond with a clear conscience to the question, have I managed to give 100%, even 110% of what I could do? As the coach asked me, yes, I lost 10-0. Who cares?
Everyone plays to win, knowing they will probably lose. But every little improvement of any player will be hailed as a victory on the field and in life.
I think of a historical figure as our goalkeeper, Robbie. Every time he saves a goal, let us rejoice more than if we had scored one. There are some things, little things in this team that are fantastic.
This special team was founded within the voluntary association, La Strada del Veg, that has recognised in the most upright sporting values the key for promoting the quality of life. On playing football, the boys share and spread the principles of equality, fairness, respect and inclusion, even when they lose 3-0, as they've just done.
We lost on the pitch, but we're winners. Our strength is always trying to improve ourselves, as in life. You take a bunch of punches, but you carry on. This is what we try to teach our guys.
And in the dressing room they sing, players' ratings, players' ratings. Please take out players' ratings.
Well, that's all for this week, but catch up with us on our social media pages and let us know what you've learned from your mistakes. Goodbye for now from all the Learning World team.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.